ScrubGamers, welcome back to another video here at ScrubGames, and today we've got a list update for the ban list for set 24. So we're going to go over the list and show up because we had 7 cards that got hit on the list. So we got 3 banned, 1 limited, and 3 errata. We're going to go over them just to basically see what the reasons are and basically just get a bit of discussion going through them. So if you're interested in this video and you enjoy the content, you can help us out by getting to 1,000 subs with just a few things. You can like the video if you enjoy the content, comment down if you have any comments regarding basically the discussion, the topic, or about the reasons behind the concept and I give. And also, if you want to help us out get to 1,000 subs, you can do the most important thing, which is subscribe. Keeps you updated with my videos as when they drop, and by clicking the notification bell, you can get alerts to when my videos drop there and then, to watch them there and then, or at a later time. So with that out of the way, let's get into the video and check out the ban list. So, the update is like this. We had 3 banned, 1 limited, 2 and 3 routed. So banned were the Android 21 in the name of peace, being the 2-cost blue Z battle card Android 21, the one that starts off the ramp. And then you got Bergamo as well, being the draft box one that's gone from limited to banned. And also Swift Retaliation Cooler, being the yellow counter that's very generic for that was in every yellow deck, has also been banned as well. And then for limited, the only thing that got limited was Kamehameha Omen of Victory, being the yellow Z battle card for the U7 Goku deck that helped with the burn strategy. That's gone to 1, so no longer can you do 4 in a game to go that really uninteractive burn strategy. That's now gone, so it doesn't have that focus, but you can still use this because it's still at 1 to kind of have like the burn 1 last life. And then we got 3 cards being rad, being Uneasy Awaken Rage, Pan, Glimpse of Talent, and SS on Goku Magic Showdown. This is the Gohan extra card floodgate. The Pan that is in blue decks at 121 to pass to your opponent to give them the card after using his cantrip. And then the yellow Son Goku yellow Z leader that was used with Dirty Burst in yellow yellow Goku decks at the U7 Goku. So we're going to go on into each different card and basically just go over the reasons why Bandai got them and kind of get a bit of discussion going. So, starting off with Android 21 in the name of peace. So the reason Bandai gave behind this is the power level Android 21 blue decks have been playing other blue strategy, have made playing other blue strategies difficult in the current metagame, and this allows players to quickly and frequently be Android 21 in the name of hunger. And to add a variety of blue strategies, we have made a decision to ban this card. Now, I don't think that's actually going to do much. Like, Android 21 is still going to be playable, and you've still got 221 decks. You got the newest one that has the whole thing of taking your opponent's cards to use them as energy. A really frustrating thing to deal with, and like to play against. Almost just like bad. It's just burn and mill. Like very annoying strategies that a lot of people don't like. And you got the hand control one, which is not as horrible to play against, but still can be annoying because it's hand control that doesn't really have any counter to it, because the hand control is bottom decking the cards, not making you discard. Which, if it was all about making your opponent discard cards, you've got anti-hand control stuff for that. Because it's bottom decking cards, it's got nothing really to help stop you from bottom decking things. You can get the Jiren, but that's not going to be enough. Really, you're paying 2 for that, and they can do it for free, the bottom decking. So this is a very bad reason why they hit Enter 21. They just want to reduce the power of it. But then it's not really this that's the biggest issue. I feel it's just the leader itself. And we've seen that they just outright ban leaders for the sake of it, just because they're too powerful. But I assume they don't want to do it because imagine it took long enough to get the character in the game. They want to just knock it out, so they've done this instead. But I don't know if this is going to be enough to deal with it, because I haven't played against this deck and don't want to play against this deck anytime soon, really. So I'm happy that this is banned. It's a hit to the deck, and it's not too bad when it helps. It means they can't ramp too quickly to start playing out the big things quickly, which is overall good. Then we got Bergamo Ferocious Rule. So the reason they give is this card has been present in almost every yellow deck since the release of Draft Box 2, and over time is proven to create non-interactive gameplay experiences, and to alleviate this, we've chosen to ban this card. So that's kind of a given since it's come out, and they did that in limited because using every yellow deck, especially with what was it, the Mecha Freezer reboot, playing with that with easy way to freely tap something that triggered this to come down and tap the 2 energy to your opponent's turn or during your turn was like that bad that had the limited. And even then, since it's been limited, it has been used in a fair few yellow decks, but it hasn't been in every yellow deck main decked all the time. It hasn't been the case. So That's kind of not true. It's not been in every yellow deck since the release of it. It's like it kind of dropped off a bit after it got limited, and it's quite popped up there and then. But I imagine with more and more ways to like for free just tap cards that can trigger this to tap out energy, so your opponent can't do it, and that's a good thing. Like it should have been banned before instead of limited, but decided to finally wait until now to limited, so that's still a good hit. And then we got Cooler. So the last of the ban cards, we got the reason being this card is warp deck building on yellow archetype since its release, leading to stale and predictable late game patterns. We hope to create a more engaging gameplay by banning this card. That makes sense. That does make sense because yeah, force like having it get into a position where you can finish in one swing and managing to force it through. Like yellow is very good at that, be able to get into a point, especially when they got the secret rare super combo, the newfound might, using that to push through a swing and put a lot of compound so you can't really deal with it and can't come out and you're forced to try and come out but you know you can't and you rely on your negates to kind of defend yourself is really good, and it just means that yellow no longer has like a generic, very easy way to push through games. Because we got every cards, like every colors have some counter accounts. You got red. Red has the mix bit yellow. They've got the multicolor one, push through, but you got to then pay yellow, and it only works with red leads as long as you're playing red yellow. So it's limited to what decks can use it. You've got some other ones that have like restrictions, like you've got the King Vegeta's Hidden Ambitions, which like can force through like counter things, but only specific types of cards. Same with the Hunter the Demon God. That's usable in any deck, but it's very limited to what I can hit, just like the free play extra cards, which is a good thing to have. And you got blue has one like just like called it, but being the baby, but it has 5 energy, which is a lot later, and a lot means you can spending most of your turn paying that energy to force through a swing, but you have to like take time to set up stuff, so it's a little bit slower. And also it's almost like dead in hand as well, where it could be dead in hand where it's a 1 cost 10k combo, and you got quite big energy and only draws you 1, with this control you 2. And this is only cooler is only 3 energy, meaning that you can still do more stuff with your turn, or if play something in the same turn and then cooler to force it through, which is yeah, a bit ridiculous. So they finally gone hit this, and now yellow can't always guarantee to push through kill swings, so you've got to work a little bit harder to do that. Which is fair because yellow is one of the colors that's mainly like a good soft dot deck. It's more like the most generic best leader with all the good yellow stuff. Which I'm surprised they haven't done this with a lot more stuff, because there's other cards that have kind of warped deck building for yellow as well. So that's the ban cards. Let's have a look at the limited one. So Kamehara, Omen of Victory. So this card was only out last set, and it was out for the finals. It won some of them, didn't win others, and won the. No, I can't remember if it did. No, I don't think it's won any, but he's like trying to. It was one of the most like hyped up and one of the strongest decks for the format. And after one set, they've limited one of the cards from it, and they've given the reasons because the leader that it's for, the Son Goku Autonomous Awakening, has determined itself to be a powerful, flexible strategy, can implement multiple game plans. Many decks struggle to have answers to every option the Goku deck player might have. So to help regulate this deck's power level, they've chosen to limit this card. So they've made it so the burn strategy is no longer a viable way to win. You can use it to finish off when you get the 1, but it's no longer like a game plan. Like you had the kind of one that was go hand with a 6-drop and one was a burn plan. So now the burn plan's no longer around, and now the game plan of like to get a 6-drop and pushed out for many swings with a counter is no longer viable. So that's pretty nice. They hit the power of it because that deck was obnoxious and way too powerful. But you would have thought they'd learn because they've done things like this in the past, but Bandai don't learn. We all know that now. And then we've got Errata. So these are the erratas for Unawakened range. So they've given a reason for Errata and what the errata is, and while they've put like all the text for this to like show what's done, I've just made it simpler at the bottom of what's actually changed on it. So for Uneasing Awakened Rage, this is a hit to Gohan. So this deck's been hit the 3rd time now, and they've given the reason SS on Gohan results from training, while Green Gohan being able to utilize this card's full potential has made it difficult to justify competing with evergreen strategies. That's basically the case. Like Green didn't get a buff, Green just got a Sin and Gogeta level deck. That was it. Green didn't get a buff. They've got better cards. Like Green has got better cards, like better card pool, but Green wasn't boosted when this deck came out. This was just another case of they've released a Sin and Gogeta level strong like deck for its color, and yeah, that's the only deck that's doing well. Similar to red, it was only at the time those 2 decks were doing well, but yeah, at least with red you can play whatever decks. Just those two are the best ones. There's no point playing anything else. And same with green for this. So they've put even the playing field and improved diversity among green decks. We've chosen to implement the following errata, which is just removing the fact that it's got just they've just removed the auto on the lead, on the extra, where if your leader is the green Gohan lead, when you activate the counter skill from your hand, you draw one, meaning that if you pay the energy to pay this, you basically still just lose that one. You use up a counter, but you don't basically you lose something from hand. You lose the extra card, so you lost one card in hand using it. Whereas before it was you use it and then you basically draw a card. So you basically if you like lost nothing from hand to negate the attack and put a floodgate on your opponent. So that's removed. So it's like it being used in any other green deck now. It's basically the same kind of same thing, but it's got the same thing in any other green deck where you just don't draw a card. So it's on the same level as any other green deck, which makes a difference. And that's not really an errata. That's probably how it should be in the first place. But yeah, it's not really a hit to go on. It's more like a slap on the wrist when they just carry on doing what they're doing. So that's for that one. And then the other erratas we have is Pan. So for Pan, they put in order to avoid unhealthy interactions, such as with the leader Android 21 and Nature of Evil, we'll make the following errata, which is adding a cost to the effect, being that your leader needs to be a blue Sun Gohan SH card. So if you want to use the ability to give this card to your opponent, you can't do that unless your leader is a blue Sun Gohan SH. So you're no longer using Android 21 to give it to your opponent and give them blue energy to use. So you use the other cards plus this blue energy and just constantly give your opponent more energy for you to use along with your own energy. That's long out of the way now, so your opponent's you actually got to hope your opponent uses cards rather than give them blue energy for it as well. I think this is a good one. This is how it should have been in the first place, but of course Bandai don't think forward to things that go out. When this deck, because the Android 21 deck came out after this deck, I believe after this deck came out, the Android 21 deck came out. So since they put things in production like ahead of time, they should have known that this was a Android 21 was a thing when they made this card. So they should have known to put this kind of restriction on it, knowing that in the future they have a blue deck that makes use of energy and not like putting the pieces together that I realise that people are going to use this because it's kind of obvious. But yeah, Bandai being Bandai, it should have been done from the beginning, but at least they finally done it now. That's the main thing. They've done it now. You know it's like many sets later. And then the last errata we've got is the SS Son Goku Majin Showdown. So the reason they've given is this Z leader has proven to create non-interactive endgames with the Burst and Rage secret rare, alongside various Son Goku strategies. So they've chosen to adjust this card for an errata to help regulate interactions with current and future strategies. And essentially, the errata is adding to the conditions of the activate battle of this Z lead, being that the whole effect, if you have 7 or more cards in your combo area, to give it double strike and negate the effects on your opponent's cards in their combo area, it needs to have a Son Goku and Vegeta Path to Victory under this card. So it only works now with the yellow Vegito leader. So you no longer use it in the U7 Goku lead to swing and get double strike off it. You can no longer do that, but you can still receive like 30 bursts into it. You just won't get the double strike, which is the whole point. So they've kind of like hammered that away as now. So not only have they hit cooler for that deck and limited their Z extra, but they've also made it so this Z leader won't work with it to give a good strategy with Burst and Rage to kind of finish off games. So that's all the erratas bans. I think these are pretty good. There was I feel there were some misses, like they could have done a bit more to Android 21. They could have a bit more to Gohan to kind of hit it a bit, cause it's still the most like dominant green strategy that given like making it still like why play an evergreen strategy when you got that, but some are still a bit more fun. And no hits to red either. Like red was actually really popular amongst like decks as we've seen, but they haven't hit anything that because red's like a very generic card. Like you can play almost anything red with the same kind of core, similar to like how yellow is, but red's got some more like interesting leads, whereas yellow is always just there's one definitive lead that you want to play over the other ones. So it's a shame, and I didn't do anything with black because black kind of after the latest set came out, set 23, black kind of like dropped off because it was just not able to really compete with the yellow and red decks. But hopefully the next set does that to help. But that's it for this video. So we've seen what the changes to the set 21 ban list, and I say it's pretty good ones, but some of them should have been implemented ages ago when they were printed. But at least this way, it's a good way to fix it. Like they've done some hits to 21. They've kind of fixed the use of Goku, and also they've tapped the wrist of Gohan, but still these are pretty good hits. They could have done more, but then like it's good enough to expect. Like it's good enough that Bandai actually put a ban list before the rest of the vills are done, rather than waiting until like before the set to release it. So that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.